This is BNN, the most trusted name in nonsense.
Welcome to BNN's Way Behind the Music. In 1968, just 1 year after narrowly avoiding disaster by renaming the dubiously titled Commander Paprika's Lonesome Cardiac Orchestra album to what we now know as Sgt. Pepper, the boys from Liverpool stood again at the album naming precipice. What to name a double album featuring some of their most inspired and groundbreaking music, along with more than a smattering of bland, schmaltzy placeholders with working titles like While My Bassoon Collects Dust, Rabid Raccoon, Me and My Gorilla, and Did You Notice the Large Warthogs? As we now know, although the songs did end up on vinyl, the names were mercifully changed to what we are all familiar with. But that left one daunting task left to do: what to name the album. Time was running out, and record company executives had promised a major album release for the fall of '68. The pressure was on. In a marathon session held at Apple's Savile Row Studios, with only the boys and Yoko in attendance, every possible album naming convention was explored. Animals, cosmic entities, flavors, fashion, but nothing jumped out at them. Finally, as dawn broke over the streets of London and everyone's nerves were frayed, in desperation the boys turned to Yoko, who was up on a ladder hanging white mimeograph paper from a light fixture as part of an impromptu art installation in the middle of the studio. Then John asked the question,
Keep it down, George. Oh, Yoko, if the album was a color, what color do you think it should be?
To which Yoko replied, and so it was decided. The album would be all colors and would be known as the White Album. For Way Behind the Music, I'm embarrassed. How the hell are you, buddy?
I'm good. Have you ever gotten up and had this sense that you've got all these things to do and you want to get them all done and feel as if you've accomplished something and get them all done really well and be really proud of what you did?
I don't care if they're done really well as long as they're done.
Well, when we started thinking about this episode, and by the way, this is the Dullards Club. For those of you who just tuned in. And we do this every week. And what this is, we'll find out as we get further into it.
Sort of like the olden days of tuning the dial on the radio, looking for a station that might have something you want to hear. Anyway, something prompted this.
Well, when you talked about the lists that you make, it sparked this, not this thought, but it was a remembrance of something that you had mentioned last week to me. It was offline. You were talking about the Beatles. And you asked me about, did I like the Beatles or whatever. Of course, I grew up with the Beatles. The Beatles were my formative group as a youngster.
Very fortunate to have had that experience. I oftentimes remark how lucky I was to be born in that time.
You had mentioned a possible activity for us.
Yes, I did.
And that would be to go through and look at or discuss some of the notable songs, or maybe songs that we should forget, on the White Album.
Yeah.
Because the White Album was kind of set aside as a landmark Beatles album. It took them from being an easy to listen to kind of a fun group
kind of thing,
to at least attempting to be heavier and more thought-provoking, and I thought that was a good idea.
My thinking was, at least on one occasion I've heard either Ringo or George mention in the past that it would have been a great single album, but it's a double album. And I've often thought the same thing, because there are songs when I listen to it, I just skip it, go to the next one. It's a 30-song album that I think there are 20 good ones.
When you mentioned it, I thought to myself, I need to first off go back and listen to the White Album.
remember them all.
I don't dwell in that, on an ongoing basis. So I had to go back and listen. But I realized that when I am out, in the car or whatever, and I throw the Beatles station on, I sing along. I know the words.
Oh, sure.
I know the words to almost every song. And yet there are some songs on the White Album that I don't know the words to, and I had to think about, why don't I know them?
Well,
it must be because I hated them.
Well, I think hate,
were stupid.
In my instance, hate was too strong a word. Stupid is a better word. I'm going to go through my list. I had to find a track list of the vinyl albums because everything else is CD or streaming. So, side 1, Back in the USSR, Keeper, Dear Prudence. Great song, and we can get into...
Wait a minute, you don't get to just do that.
Okay, so
and
that's
say
what I'm saying.
keeper.
Okay.
You say Back in the USSR.
And that's a good point.
Why is that a keeper?
That's a good point, because Back in the USSR, I think it's a great way to lead off the album. Strangely enough, looking back on it now, the fact that it was back in the USSR sort of dates it. And I will go this much further. I listened to it, I heard it the other day, and I'm thinking, when I was listening to it, Ukraine girls really knocked me out. They leave the West behind. Moscow girls make me sing and shout that Georgia's on my mind. When I was growing up, Georgia to me meant the southern United States.
Well, wasn't that a geography lesson for you? Didn't the Beatles bring you the whole world? Well, just tell me, you liked it or you didn't like it?
I liked it. I liked it because it wasn't stupid.
You take that song and then juxtapose it with Birthday.
Birthday, it's
the same kind of energy in those two songs. And yet,
but it's much more than energy. Yes, lyrics is a big thing. They put some thought into it. Birthday, I've got it on my dismissed list if I had to. You say it's your birthday, it's my birthday too. Yeah, it's right up there with my mind. It's not as bad. I shouldn't say that. It's almost as offensive to me as Hello Goodbye, which has nothing to do with the White Album. But it's like, he won a bet. Somebody said, can you write a song? Yeah, I can write a song. You say goodbye, I say hello. But it's like, come on, you're a Beatle, for God's sakes. Put some thought into it.
Yes, you're a Beatle. I wonder how often that was thrown around.
Well, and then...
come on, you're a Beatle. You can't put out Rocky Raccoon. Come on.
Well, now Rocky Raccoon, it's not as... It's on my keeper list.
Why are you keeping Rocky Raccoon?
I'm keeping Rocky Raccoon because it has a story, and therefore it's a keeper in this particular case. Whereas Maxwell's Silver Hammer, Abbey Road, get rid of it. It's a stupid song. And 3 of the 4 members of the Beatles suffered through making that song. Let's get back to the White Album. Dear Prudence, which is one of their best, I think, and that's largely Lennon. I love the story behind Dear Prudence when they were back in India with the Maharishi, and Prudence Farrow, Mia Farrow's sister, was holed away in her room, high as a kite or whatever, and John was saying, Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Join us. That's how he wrote the song. And I love that little backstory to it. I think it's a wonderful, almost hypnotic guitar picking song. This is not objective stuff. This is
come on now. You don't need to justify it. It's your opinion, and that's very important. Dear Prudence, to me, not knowing the backstory or not really caring about the backstory,
right.
I look at that and I've got that on my no list.
Really?
I've got Dear Prudence because it just, I don't know, it.
You don't love you're a guitar player, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Don't you like the guitar picking? Lennon learned basically a large part of that from Donovan.
But as far as I'm concerned, it just doesn't add that much to the overall texture of the album.
All right. So, Glass Onion. I happen to like that. I just think it's a worthy keeper. What's your thought? Is that a keeper or a no for you?
That's a keeper. I like it. It's fun.
Obladi, oblada, get rid of the goddamn thing.
Yeah. That's, again, that adds
song.
nothing. It is nothing. It's a pure nothing song. That's the song, one of the songs that justifies George Martin's existence, because he probably said to them, "Look, we need like 5 more minutes here. What do you got?" And someone said, maybe the janitor or someone was walking by and said, "Oh, bloody, oh, blood, da."
No.
He said, "Okay, oh yes, boys.
No.
Let me bring in the Philharmonic Orchestra behind us."
There's a story behind that too. It wasn't a janitor. It was somebody when they were vacationing, I want to say in the Bahamas or somewhere, and McCartney was talking to this guy, and he goes, oh, bloody, life goes on, brah. So that's the little backstory, but it's a nothing song. To be followed by another one, Wild Honey Pie.
A Wild Honey Pie, that has to go. That's on my hard no list.
Oh, good. All right. Now, the next one, I have an asterisk next to it. The continuing story of Bungalow Bill. And this is a stupid reason to keep it, is because it leads into While My Guitar Gently Weeps, which is, in my mind, one of the 2 best songs the Beatles as a group ever did, even though it could have been a Harrison solo.
Well, the mere fact that it's the track before While My Guitar Gently Weeps doesn't need to be there, because
it doesn't.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps certainly can stand on its own.
Okay, that's a very good point. So I'll give you that. That's why it's got an asterisk.
Bungalow Bill is a no. Not a hard no, but it's a no.
Okay. How about While My Guitar Gently Weeps? That's good. Please tell me
that has to stay. That has to stay.
Okay. I find it incredibly, maybe ironic isn't the word. Maybe it is ironic. I don't know. Here Comes the Sun and Something are probably the most famous Beatles songs, and they're Harrison.
Frank Sinatra thought that was the most beautiful song ever written.
Most beautiful love song that never says I love you in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? For what it's worth, old Blue Eyes had something there.
Different album, so why are we even talking about it?
All right, after While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Happiness is a Warm Gun.
I thought that was fun. I kind of liked it. I mean, it was, when it came out, I'm trying to think where I was in my musical development. No. My age is what I'm talking about.
Okay, so good. That's a keeper. Martha, my dear, it's on the cusp. I have it as a keeper because there's so many better things to toss, and I want to keep 20 songs on there.
Yeah, Martha, my dear, can stay. It's interesting. Its bridge is totally different than the rest of the song.
Time signature-wise?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm So Tired. That's a Lennon thing. I happen to like that a lot. It's on my keeper list.
I've got that as a no.
Really? Okay.
It's unnecessary.
Okay. You may have a half album instead of a single album by the time.
I haven't disagreed with you on too many of them.
That's true. Blackbird is one that I feel has to be on there because it's.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I didn't even give that any consideration as to yes or no.
It's acclaimed. It's like, I could listen. I hear it a lot, so I go, oh, okay. Piggies is a filler. It can be gone.
I like it. I think that's
really?
Yeah, George Harrison was having fun with that. When you listen to it and you listen to the words, there's a message there.
Oh, yeah. All right. Rocky Raccoon.
It's on my no list. It's not a hard no, but it's definitely a no.
Okay. I have it on my keeper list, but not a strong keeper, but it's a keeper. Don't Pass Me By.
That's gone.
86.
Yep.
Why Don't We Do It in the Road? See you later. Gone. I Will. Minute and 53 seconds of good stuff.
Yep. Got to keep that.
Like that. Julia is, again,
got to keep that.
Wonderful. It's wonderful.
It is. The more you listen to it, when I first became aware of that, I hadn't even heard it on the album, but a kid who played the guitar was kind of really into it and played that song, and I go, God, that's really pretty. I didn't know it was a Beatles song when I first heard it.
Oh, really?
Oh, so
yeah, it's very good.
Got to stay.
Yep.
Got to stay.
Birthday, we discussed that. It's on my no list.
I'm a no on that one.
You are a no on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we do agree. Your Blues. It's, I have it a keeper. No?
Why?
You know what? It's Lennon. If we had to lose one, I could lose that.
He's a no for me.
Okay, Mother Nature's Son.
Got to keep it.
Keep it, okay.
Yep.
Everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey. I think I like to keep it.
I like to keep it too. I mean, it's musically it's fine, and it's kind of a fun song.
It's a fun song.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sexy Sadie has to be a keeper to me.
Why?
Well, first of all, you know what? Not largely because of the backstory. If I remember it correctly, it was Maharishi, What Have You Done? You made a fool of everyone. And Harrison sort of taught you, we really probably shouldn't call it that. How about like Sexy Sadie or something? So it had a deeper meaning, but if you, in your mind, when you listen to it next time, think Maharishi. I like to keep it. I like the song. I'm not being talked out of that one.
All right. Well, you're here with the Dullards Club and Don Kasem. What we need to do is take a quick break because this is actually scintillating.
So are we going to circle the drain with the rest of the album?
With more, because there is some stuff to circle the drain with on the White Album.
All right.
So we'll go ahead, circle the drain, and when we come back, we will finish disassembling and reassembling the Beatles White Album.
There we go.
Rap it up.
Okay, we're back circling the drain. Why don't we circle the drain? That could actually be on the Beatles White Album, because if there's any extra room, we could add that.
Yeah, so we have things rather than the typical nothingness that we usually throw in the drain. We are determining a lot of songs that can go down the drain, but we're taking it in order. So we left off on Sexy Sadie. Did we get to Helter Skelter yet? No,
No, we didn't. But I've got a lot of a sense of negativity about that particular song, and I don't think it doesn't add anything to the album. It's just let's see how crazy we can make this thing sound. It's just noise.
Well, it's funny because Helter Skelter is one that is often referred to by Beatles fans as being, it's their really hardest rocker they've ever done. And it's like, but there's nothing to it. So it's rocky, hard rock for the sake of just being hard rock. It's dismissed. It's on my no list. Long.
Gone.
Gone. Is really? Okay. I got it on my keeper for no particular reason. I think, and Jesus, I'm embarrassed. I can't remember. Is that Harrison's?
I can't remember either. And I listened to it this morning, and it doesn't ring a bell. So somebody knows long, and maybe you can send us something, or maybe sing it for us, or do.
Yeah, somebody's going to correct us on that one. But it's on my keeper list. Revolution number 1, definite keeper for me. Okay, for lots of reasons. Honey Pie.
I remember that song because it was in a high school, not a musical, but it was one of those variety show things that they sometimes do at a high school. And this was one that some of the girls decided that they were going to go and do. And so I remember that more. I remember the song more because of that scenario. I didn't necessarily like it at the time, but at least I have a feeling about it. It evokes some kind of
so it's
emotion.
On your keeper list?
So I think I said yes, keep it.
Because it's probably because of the memories it brings back. As a song, I put Honey Pie right up there with When I'm 64, different album, but I'd get rid of that thing. But these old-timey kind of songs, I don't see them as Beatles songs. Savoy Truffle, I happen to like it because it's Harrison, largely.
Yeah, I
like
it
for what it is. Yeah. Cry Baby Cry, I'm guessing you don't, but I have it as a keeper.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I definitely have it on the underside.
Again, probably because it's a Lennon thing. I don't mean to imply that I love everything Lennon does. As I've said, there are a lot of stuff I could do without that. Revolution number 9. I think we both agree that can go. I'm sure Yoko has something to do with that. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
If you say her name 3 times, she appears. So don't do that.
Good Night. What about the song Good Night? I've got it on my next
I didn't mind that. I kind of like it. It's as far because what does Ringo get to do?
I know, but you know what? I'm sorry. I love you, Ringo. I really do. As a person, you shouldn't be singing anything. And you know what? I would pay to see Ringo and his all-star band perform locally. So, and I love Ringo's hits by and large. But I couldn't listen to a whole album.
We got to wrap this baby up.
Let's wrap it up.
It's almost time for us to go. In fact, wait a minute. I just looked up. It is time for us to go. So
did we sell out all the merch, by the way, in your weekend?
Well, we sold out a long time ago. We're out of here. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. And please remember, as we do, obviously, to stay dull.